Okay, welcome back to yet another post-race analysis. As you can see, we've got Thymes Arensman keeping Geraint Thomas at the front, out of crashes. And on the right-hand side, you'll see Mikel Honore moving up to launch his attack on the wheel of a teammate of Tadej Pogacar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, as you'll see, he comes from quite far back, and he's going to pay for that effort because, as you can see, Thomas is sitting second wheel, Pogacar as well, and by the time he launches, he's already done like 600-700 watts for 30 seconds, and Pogacar follows quite easily, but Thomas was caught napping. Now, obviously, Thomas does not have to follow this move, but he feels, it's in the final 3Ks, he'll just stay in good position, but because he was asleep behind the wheel, there's a gap. Now, as you can see, Pogacar is already on the wheel of Mikel Honore, so he's not going, he's recovering a bit, he's still getting a bit of draft. But Thomas, on the other hand, nothing, almost nothing. So I can promise you by the time Thomas gets to Pogacar, he's going to be pretty tapped out, to be honest. And he's obviously going to struggle to take a pull with him. Now, Pogacar can't believe what he's seeing. He sees there's a gap. The sprinters did not expect this. And he's like, okay, are we going to roll? We're going to make a move. And then he sees Thomas come past, and he's like, okay, sweet. I've got at least one guy that's willing to pull with me, and perhaps Mikel Honore as well. But remember, Mikel Honore made the move, and Thomas comes through. Pogacar can't believe his luck, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll roll with them. But he's so strong because he was already on the wheel of Mikel Honore. He almost gaps Geraint Thomas again. As you can see, there's like a bike length gap there. And Mikel Honore is out the back. He's not coming back. The sprinters are chasing quite hard. They're in one line. So in this current moment, it's equally as hard up front as behind. And I'll explain why. Now you can see in the back it's getting bunched up, and once it gets bunched up, it's like a vacuum, like riding behind a truck. Then the sprinters get the maximum slipstream, and it's much harder in front, like riding two behind each other, as opposed to in the bunch where it's much easier in the middle. So that's why I'm pointing that out. Being bunched up, you save a lot more energy than just two guys riding there. Now, the sprinters finally catch them in the final 500 meters, and look at Jonathan Milan. His train wasn't well organized, and he has to go all the way from the left to the right, all the way in the wind. As you can see, he starts launching his sprint. He has a really long sprint, and he just gets pipped on the line by Tim Merlier, which is currently one of the fastest sprinters in the world, even faster than Jasper Philipsen. So it's really, I think Jonathan Milan was perhaps maybe faster and stronger on this day. Tim Merlier very happy. Let's hear what Geraint Thomas had to say after the stage.
Puck. Right, it wasn't the plan. We just wanted to stay well, out of trouble. Stay on the left. We did that from quite early on. The boys were incredible, really. Set me up great. We were hoping Pipo and Johnny would be with me, but they lost the wheel a bit somewhere along the way. But and then Tymon set a great pace. Then I saw Honore was there, and then Paul go, and I was like, might as well just go. But jeepers, man, it was solid. He's kicking my head in.